Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. Taken about 7 yards deep, and we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach?
It's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, was good. If he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been, find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's fourth down.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And a look at Bell, who remains down after that play. Appears to have gotten shaken up. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. While the trainers take a look, they'll step aside. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelce. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end Kelce. And down inside the 10 at the 9. Mahomes fighting his tight end Kelce for a big one. 41 yards. A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's first and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City, with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Chiefs 7, Eagles nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And his pass incomplete. Charles already trailing by a touchdown early. In this offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Quickly to Kelsey. He's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They got 29 yards that time. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the 1st quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 4-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Eagles nothing.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Sanders,
some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
He'll buy some time right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the 4, this is second down and 1. And Mahomes is going to keep it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ballgame as they come up first and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Wentz. It's out, it's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a third and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Watch out for him on the return. And now running right through it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Which way? Completes it to Hardman. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
Working from the gun, Mahomes being chased out, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. A ball thrown and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Well, certainly second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Chiefs 28, Eagles nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. It'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the counter now is Sanders. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Another run here with Sanders. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Wentz to throw. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Wentz now on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. That was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll look to throw right away. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. The guy's man complete. Way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 81 yards. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Offense set to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Wentz going to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's caught inside the 35. And taken into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 71 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Edwards-Helaire. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. shotgun snap to Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 29 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
For Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll go again with Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? The Eagles on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Flushed out right. Drops incomplete as he got blocked as he was throwing it. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Eluding the pressure right. And Jeffrey's got him. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Again, it's Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Chiefs 42, Eagles 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Number 20.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets them the 1st.
18-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions.
14.
And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, score. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, score. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all. Down on my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win? That's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, score. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, score. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that, time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal.